Please bear with me one time. Closing place. I mean, it starts with an idea, you know, and then it ends up like somewhere right here. Can I get it one time? Yeah. Bow, bow. Just Neo, designer drugs, I'm feeling. Fuck my girl to the wicked, nigga. I'm like prime time, like Trio. Catch me up in the backfield. If a backfield, then I can munch that. Nibble on little hands on your ass crack, yeah, I does that. It's nothing that clap, I can pack y'all look like sardines. But I'm in this bitch all night, need somewhere to sleep. Trying to get that cranky, the panties wet like pea. Couple thoughts on my hot dog, something like pinks on my Bobby Brownson. My parade got everyone talking, but I don't hear nada. Smoking that OG Bobby Johnson saying, fuck that, me on life. Just me. Hold up. I been slipping. Going hand, bro. Like Nia. I do it for the kicks. I got my threes on. Nigga did everyone this. I be that. Nigga did everyone this. Give me that grip. Give me that grip. Give me the grip. Give me the grip. Yeah. Okay, Cloudy all day to the PM, shit. Trippy King shit like Steven, shit. My style look like European, shit. My eyes look like the Korean, shit. I'm an angel or a demon, I don't know what. Believing I'm confused like a fucking zebra. Arriba, fuego latino, caliente, I'm there. Trying to get my numbers right, bingo. Going 100 in the casino. I'm working all night like a casino. Yeah, I do it for my cousin and my theos. Smoke a whole fucking kilo, yeah. I'll wrap it up like burritos. Shit, I'm tripping. I come back when the beat start. Oh!
Also, like 10 years ago, I just love the beat.
Give me that grip. Give me that grip. Give me that grip. Give me the grip.
That's at the Village Inn there in El Paso. He like knew the manager or something like that.
I'm zoning off, do the sign of the cross, cause I'm high as fuck. Kiss the moon and the stars like. She get on, I get on. She took up that spin, now vodka, it's not. I'm going, I'm flowing. I just dropped the four and it's slow rolling, pouring. I'm rolling. Now watch how I do it. Boom. Mark that electric, that ain't killing it. Ooh, that's that Marvin Gaye. Smoking caviar, go days in California, late to Hollywood all day, just trying to figure out a way so that I can pays, but I can't. The bass smells my face.
Filter in, a couple more songs for you.
Give me the grip, give me the grip, give me the grip, give me the grip. Swag. Bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. Bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. You see the bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. Bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. The bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. You see the bright lights, take a walk with Jesus. Bright lights, take a walk with Jesus.
I don't know, Norman. We'll talk about it.
Nah, they ain't ready.
Just give it away.
Might click that. Sweat. Feel good for you. Gonna click for you. They ain't ready for me.
I love you some Neon from Mikey Cloud, an El Paso rapper. Talked about him before, but you know what? I got to get my guy in here.
Breaking news, every city across America
is
feeling the
effects of Young Jeezy that I got a little out of my hands. But you know what? We're back in control. No one just takes things away from me. No one takes things away from my man, Dr. Chow. He is the gangster of the gangsterist, the doctor of the doctorist. The dabblerist is. Get in here, man. Shut me up. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Good to see you. We had a lot of action here in the Jordanaverse. What do they call it? Is there something? Is there a name to it? Should we name it? Chowverse? What do you think?
Hey, man, it's not my specialty. Like I said, I'm along for the ride. So you're the one educating me about it. So you compile, and then I pick up what it is from you. So I don't know. I think it's existed for a while, hasn't it?
For a minute or two, it kind of seems like it. Definitely kind of fumbling around as I make my way into it myself, but I'm trying to throw in a little bit more extra music for us. Did you bet on the Derby today? Were you out there at the tracks? What were you doing today?
No, I actually didn't even watch it. I was watching a little NBA earlier, and then I was running errands, and I completely missed the whole Derby thing. But one thing on note of our little thing, the Dabbleverse thing is overlapping with Elisa now again. Not like it's the first time, but as you know, Stuttering John appeared with Elisa this week, so I'm sure we'll get into some of that, or at least discuss it. So.
Oh, dude, I have a little chunk of it. I was thinking about kind of holding it for tomorrow because there's just so much of it. I got the whole interview. I only had time to get to the Melissa stuff. Did you see the Melissa stuff go down?
No, I didn't. I wanted to wait to see it on here, so I'll just take it in. I don't have any opinions yet.
We're gonna be in for a ride. It gets a little wild and stuff like that. But I saw you drinking a beer. What do you got in your hand?
Oh, it's just water.
So is this
mineral water? Yeah, nice.
Alligator Abita, because we're in Louisiana. They drink a lot of Abita here, so gotta stay with the local stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep it real and trill. I think it's what the kids say.
Yeah, much better.
Let me get it. This other song I want to play. I had this whole thing. I forgot to scream that first song properly, and yeah. So found out right at the last second as I was moving things over.
Yeah.
Gonzalez. This is a guy from El Paso. Window of My Eye. This is what his band came up with. Yeah, some music, some kind of in there. Things are going.
Today is a new day. Today is a good day. No monkey on my back. I'm looking forward. Can't find the words. I forgot how it feels to be glad. Somewhere along there, I lost myself, but now I'm back on track. The sun is shining, the birds are singing.
Enough of that. Let's get into the fun stuff. So, Melissa, this is basically like a friend of Alyssa Jordana. They were, I guess, hanging out in a coffee shop or something like that. And obviously streaming. I do believe Melissa's intoxicated. I think Alyssa may be a little drunk as well, but not too bad. But things kind of get off the rails quite quickly. We had somebody earlier in our comments that was talking a little bit about it. I think MS for Live was saying that there's a lot more to the stream than what I'm going to show you, but I really only had time for a certain amount. But this does it gets a little wild. I hope I'm not adding stuff and keeping it from you guys from seeing it, but check this thing out. Let me get it pulled up right here. Video file.
I did see a tiny snippet of this from what you clipped, and I was like, I'm gonna wait to watch it on here. So I know the context.
We have a little bit of options too, because the Melissa thing was kind of crazy. I differently. The music threw me off a little bit, but I thought maybe we'd throw Njcourts in here to talk about some of the newer stuff that took place. Did you hear what happened with Jordana and ZSCORR0 Bahram regarding the extra court case that they have?
No, I don't know anything about that either.
So
but I seen ZSCORR0's going wild on Twitter about it. And I actually let you know, I saw him over on Kevin Brennan's show in the chat talking some trash. So
be very interested to see him talk to Brendan. Who knows how that'll work? He hates both of us. So and I'm talking about ZSCORR0, but Brendan, he doesn't like you or me. So what do you think Brendan would do?
probably ask him a couple questions until his super chat started rolling in, then just focus in on that. I don't know. You know how his show is. It's not like a good interview show. So I
It's
think
typical
ZSCORR0,
formula.
but when ZSCORR0 came on here, he wasn't an interview guy. He was just a rage guy. So maybe it'll work out well. Maybe he'll start yelling at the super chatters, and then more people, like, you know how at Boschetti that happens where people make a joke at him and he takes it all personal and freaks out.
Right.
If he does that, then that's kind of the show. So it could actually work out great.
I like that. I want every bit of that. So I hope ZSCORR0 and them hook up. But so filling you in on the other drama that went down. So what I was telling you about earlier, like with Melissa, that was earlier in the week. Now, what just kind of went down basically a couple of days ago, Njcourts we'll go through him right now, but apparently somebody had been in the Discord, Elisa Jordana's Kermit and Friends Discord, and they were taking screenshots, kind of like what I did, but like when I conversation with ZSCORR0. But I guess before I had done that, and we're trying to get, I guess, her talking to him and then pointing out to the judge that the character that Elisa was responding to or was speaking to or was speaking around was ZSCORR0. And now the judge wants her and him to speak with the judge on Monday.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, what do you think about that?
Yeah, and that was probably because they had some they weren't someone said in the chat no contact orders, so they weren't supposed to be communicating, but someone snitched on them or something. Or
someone snitched, kind of messed up. I mean, and like we'll get into it. I'm going to show you them. They took screenshots of the Discord. You can see like the different people talking and stuff like that. And since it came from the court system, obviously, like, and it's in black and white, so it's quite the trip. But you know what? Yeah, let's get into Njcourts and let him kind of handle stuff. And if you guys don't know who he is, Njcourts is the guy who like gets the transcripts, so he gets the videos and things like that. So always go check him out. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. He's really cool to let us use his videos as well. I really appreciate him. Again, Njcourts. Isn't he? And he's funny too. Yeah. He gets really animated. So working with him is fun. It's not work.
Jordana court update, as you saw in the title. It does appear, and we did confirm that she did break, according to the courts, a no contact order, and hence has been given an additional new court date in addition to the already new court date that she had for her previous charge, but for her current charge, which is for the simple assault charge that she's facing right now, the misdemeanor charge. So I'm going to be sharing some paperwork with you in regards to that. We'll start with that as far as an update. And I don't know if she's been charged with anything because I haven't seen any charges listed. Okay, we'll look together. Maybe something's been updated. I have a feeling that this is just a hearing that's been set for the judge to want to discuss with both Elisa and Mr. ZSCORR0 as far as what's going on with this whole, breaking of the no contact order. All right, so do you guys see the new cases down there?
Breaking of the no contact order. That's kind of a big deal. That isn't like, they just oopsie, mistake happened, a little misdemeanor, stuff like that. The judge says no contact. What do you think?
Yeah, that's not good, and it's going to be. I'm interested to see what it has to say. I'm going to jump out quick. You want to add me back in? It's just choppy for me. So. Yeah.
Oh, it's choppy on my end or choppy for you?
Just for me, I think, because I just checked on my phone. It seems good. So.
That's
the chat. Chat. You guys seeing the video good, or is it just me? Sorry to bring it up, but I'll.
Oh, good. Tell me. We're going to let him jump out, and then he's going to pop back in. My internet isn't fantastic. I am plugged in, so I'm not using like the Wi-Fi and stuff like that. But like Dr. Chow said, he's going to pop out, come back in. But you know what? We're doing that. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in here. Really appreciate you guys coming to hang out with us. You didn't have to, and you did. MS Live. Again, I try to answer your question. If you have more on the Melissa stuff, we're going to get to the Melissa thing here quick. I just want to get you the updates now. Norma Jean, how are you? Thank you for coming and hanging out. I appreciate you. Gravity, as always, you're awesome. I hang out with you in the other channels and stuff like that. You're very nice to me, and I appreciate that. I know some people don't want to be my friend, and I get that with the whole journalism, the reporter thing. That's just part of life. But, yeah, man, You're cool, and you don't have to be. Opal Steiner, always interesting. Happy Sunday to you. Oh, it's Saturday here for us. I guess Sunday for you. As you guys know, again, I was talking about it earlier. It's the Kentucky Derby for us. We just had that. Mystical Dan won it by a nose. You guys that like the horsies and the ponies, that's what that is. Aaron Clemens, what's up, man? What is good? AA Ron, hanging with the homies. Matthew Nichols, as always, ZSCORR0 would probably see his own judge because he's in LA, not Florida. Very good. Yeah. Interesting. They're both on the both sides of the coast, the left and the right side. So we're going to try to figure these things out as it goes on. Yeah, and I don't even know if they can leave the state and stuff like that while this is going on. I talked a little bit with Njcourts. He's going to try to come on maybe later, maybe next week and stuff like that. But we got Dr. Shaw ready to pop back on. Rachel 44, what's up, girl? Good to see you. And he's back. How's it going, man? A little better?
Yeah. I hope so. You're looking good. Yeah. So.
All right. Well,
yeah.
then let's get rolling from here. Talk a little bit more about, again, now this is the update to what's going on with Elisa Jordana. Njcourts is explaining there has been apparently, and I don't want to be quoted, but there may be a breach of the no contact order that the judge had put in place in their case. And that's going to be stemming from the Discord server. But again, Njcourts, smarter than Chow and me put together. Maybe not Chow. He's probably smarter than both of us. But we're going to let him explain.
Oh, shit. We've got, I think, officially a dono train that just started. Go, Grow Rodriguez. Thank you so much. Now, back before this new court date was added, whenever we pulled up Miss Elisa Schwartz's information, we used to just see two case numbers, right? There was that old case having to do with the cyber stalking, the one right here that I'm highlighting. That one's closed right here, status closed. That was from August 7th of 2023. And then we had the newest case, which was the misdemeanor, the misdemeanor, I believe this was, what did they say? Simple assault charge. Let me just make sure I got it correctly. Yeah, simple battery, not assault. Simple battery, which is a misdemeanor charge. Remember, we found that out. We did our little homework there. So let's just go back here. Search results. Let me just make sure you guys can see what I'm looking at again. All right. So now we got a third case number, and that's the one right here that I'm going to highlight. It's under case type of dating violence. That one was filed April 22nd. And here's the new case number. All right. So this one is the one we clicked on this morning. Okay. Now the viewer that was so kind to share this information with us, they had also, I think it was Patricia, or I forgot. I may have messed that up. But either way, thank you for sharing that. They had mentioned there was a piece of paperwork that also had to do with this case. And I couldn't find it this morning, but that's the one I'm going to share with you right now. Again, that's the piece of evidence I'm pretty sure that they're using to show proof that Ms. Schwartz and Mr. Bahram, okay, did break this no contact order. I'm going to share that with you right now. Oh, hold on. But before we do that,
with the donos, man.
So again, unlike the other case number, we don't have, like I said, we don't have any charges or a section here that lists the charges or anything like that. All it shows is the division name, which this is going to be heard in the domestic violence division. Again, I'm not sure if there's going to be any charges or if this is just going to be a hearing where the judge just wants to speak to these two about the situation. But either way, let me share with you what I think is what got them in trouble.
Okay, Charlie, he's going to show that stuff here in a second, but I just kind of want to hit you with, do you think the Discord stuff should count Do you think they should be able to, I mean, is no contact like electronically as well? Is Discord counted? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think the judge is a boomer? Is the judge will understand how Discord works? I mean, maybe a court reporter could explain it. Like, what do you think about this? Like Discord and all this getting wrapped up into the court system.
Well, I mean, it's like a gray area, right? Because you could say like DMs maybe is like direct contact, but like a Discord is just like an open forum, right? So it's kind of like, but it's not, because it's also like her Discord or his, you know, so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's hard to say if it should count or not. I don't know the law, but I would say it shouldn't, neither of them should get in trouble for that.
And they don't use their real names, you know what I'm saying? We're like, I think Elisa does, but it's like a parody of her name kind of thing. So can you prove it's her speaking and him speaking kind of thing? Yeah,
Oh, I'm sure. Well, maybe not them, but some law enforcement can probably figure it out pretty quick.
Right. Let's see what it goes. And you got to see the paperwork.
And we had talked about this because there was people in chat that had mentioned that they were talking to each other in Discord. Remember that? So you guys were right, because here you go. Let me show you this. All right. Oh, and we just got some more donations. So
okay, so now this is a letter that a concerned citizen wrote to the judge. So before he gets into his excitement, I just want to make sure you kind of see what you're going to be looking at here.
Hold on, guys. All right. I'm getting back to the info. Yep, somebody ratted. Oh, I'm sure you guys started reading. So let me jump here and I'll start reading with you guys, okay? So what it is here, what you're looking at is an email, okay? And again, this is part of this is all public information, okay? This is off of the eCase View site, all right? So what you're looking at is an email, all right? And let me just read it together with you. It says, "To whom it may concern, please forward this to whoever needs to see it. This is a screenshot of current communication between Elisa Njcourts and the victim in her case, Bahram Alipur. They are communicating on her Discord server, Kermit and Friends. Bahram Alipur is using the screen name Jonesy's Cat. This is a violation of the no contact order. Thank you for your time." So somebody snitched.
Okay, so that's what somebody wrote in. Do you think someone should be able to send in a concerned citizen letter like that, Dr. Chow? I mean, is that that is a snitch, right? What do you think? What the fuck? Would you be pissed?
Well, I mean, it could be someone on her side trying to get him in trouble. I don't know. I don't know how it's working between the two of them, but because I saw someone in the chat saying, well, he was saying a lot of really bad stuff. So maybe it was her assistant or a friend or something saying hey, look what he's saying in her Discord. He's contacting her because it's in her Discord. So maybe they're playing some game like that too, rather than just some anonymous concerned citizen, So
right.
Who knows?
Isn't that a trip? All right, now here we go. We're gonna.
And then it looks like here's the screenshot.
Okay, now these are the screenshots. It's a little bit difficult to kind of see some of these names. I don't know if you can read them. I know who some of these people are. I've talked to them before. Some of these guys that I talked to, that they're being listed and stuff like that, they kind of casually mentioned that they're worried that the judge is going to try to bring them into court as well and say something why are you here? Why are you doing this? Are you guys communicating? Yada, yada, yada. But the people that their names and stuff like that up there, that isn't who Melissa and ZSCORR0 supposedly are. And I don't know who they are. I'm not saying I know, because I do not. But you know what I'm saying, Dr. Chow? Right now, you're just looking at the Discord wall of chat. You know what I mean? This is nothing.
Right,
basically.
right.
Like a nothing burger. I'll let it scroll a little bit. But the Felix the cat, though, that is where the saying is ZSCORR0 is. And that's where I guess he is making contact with her. But as I've seen, through these Discord in the past, it doesn't look like he talks to her. Excuse me. She talks to him. He basically comes in and talks. You know what I mean? She doesn't respond from what I've seen.
Lots of the Discord conversations. Again, you guys
Right, again, you can see the cat, the cat that's supposed to be who they're saying is ZSCORR0.
can access this if you want. I'm not going to
That Leaf, he's a really nice
read through
person.
all this here.
You see some of the other people again. You see the cat. You know, you're supposed to know who the cat is. Yeah, again, it's in black and white as well, so it's a little difficult to read. And God, yeah, like these are like the nice people in there, and none of these are Elisa, from what I've seen from being in there, and they're very nice to me too. They're nice. Well, the majority of them are. Not everyone's gonna like you. That's life. But you see what I'm saying, Chow? Like all this shows is he's in there, not that she's communicating with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt.
He's wrong.
So I'm just trying to make sure you can kind of see him as I go through. That Tony 2.0, he's a real nice guy. I've spoken to him multiple times. But as you can see, you know, apparently, if it is, I don't know who it is or not, but this guy's talking to the people that are within Elisa's Discord. So as you can see, it's not her going after him. It's the other way around. Looks like we lost Dr. Chow. Hopefully he's going to pop back on here in a second. I know he was having a little bit of an issue with his internet, so we're going to give him a tiny bit, and that gives me a little bit of time to kind of pop into the chat and see what you guys are doing. Also, you know, our super chat thing works, so if you want a little excitement in your life, I can hit you with that as well. Yeah, again, Dr. Chow's on a little bit of a trouble with his stuff. He just told me on the side, but yeah, again, you know, I really appreciate y'all's opinion and things like that. I hope you can see what you were looking for in this. I wasn't hiding anything or not trying to bury anybody. I'm trying not to be on a side. I really want to be in the middle. But this is kind of like how I do it. If you're cool and nice to me, then I'm cool and nice to you. If you're kind of a jerk, well, you kind of get that in retort. Oh, yeah, again, Chow's getting back to me. He's having some issues with this computer, but he'll be back here. Oh, man, he's all good in the hood. He is the Mega G for a mega reason. Again, yeah, Rachel, I was kind of answering you there. Yeah, Bible notes from, what was it, Friday, so it's not today. Matthew Nicholls, I'll see what you're saying right there. Yeah, Donna was ZSCORR0 who broke the contact order. So, yeah, exactly. It's decide, you know, who's doing what. And that's why I like having Njcourts on here, because he kind of knows what's going on and he understands all this stuff. He can break it down a little bit for us. Bolt, Will, have you gone to the website to see the court information yourself? I have not since yesterday. So I do like that Njcourts does this because he's a professional when it comes down to handling the court system, and I trust what he says. So I am comfortable going off of his information, Bolt. And I appreciate you keeping me to task. Go after me. That is totally okay. I'm all about it, man. If I'm wrong, I'm about listening and getting it right. Looks like the Mega G is back. That water that he was drinking, he didn't pour it all over his computer like I thought he did. I think maybe his headphones are working. I think he's smiling. He can hear me. What's up, brother? You back?
Hopefully it's all good now. Awesome, bro. Awesome.
All right, so you got all the attention you needed. You feel better now? You ready to rock and roll?
Yeah, no, the problem was I just couldn't see what you were pulling up. Like that was frozen. I was freezing. You were freezing. So now I'm ready to go. I feel way better. So let's go.
They call me Dr. Freeze and Dr. Love. Whatever. Let's get this thing.
All the screenshots.
I hate to keep pausing because I want you to be able to see like what's being said in the chat and stuff like that. Like it's not Alyssa speaking. It's ZSCORR0 speaking to the people in the chat. And again, like some of those are moderators and things like that. And they're very nice people. They're just kind of there. So like, what would you do if you were in her Discord and he starts talking to you and stuff like that? Do you not talk back? Do you say you're not supposed to be in here? You know, like
if you're her or if I'm me, I would probably just talk to him.
Yeah, like even though like the judge said no, not to talk, would you like be like honest with each other or?
Oh, if from her standpoint, I guess she probably should if she probably, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I'm thinking she could just ban them, right? If she wanted to. Yeah. So part of me thinks like they're playing a game with it, but
I'm picking up what you're laying down because Alyssa's not dumb. That is one thing that you cannot accuse her of. She's actually pretty smart. And you have to know that she knows these people because they were in a relationship together. Doing a little bit of research and seeing some of the videos, you can see they got married. Did you hear that? And like a ceremony. I don't know if I told you this.
No, but I mean, I did they actually went and did it with like pictures and stuff for publicity, probably a
Something like
public type thing or something.
they had like a ceremony, like there at the courthouse, something like that. It was like a
Okay.
paperwork thing because that was something that NJ was going over a little bit earlier. Well, when this first went down, the reason why like she got arrested and stuff like that is because they were like technically married according to like what was taking place. Remember any of that?
So I picked up something. I think it must have been on Twitter, but ZSCORR0 was saying something like the 1 million and the 2 million. And I know how we were kind of like trying to figure out what exactly that was.
Yeah.
It did have, I guessed it right. It did have something to do with like a condition of being married, and then he was going to buy some property for her or something. I think I'm pretty sure I saw him say something like that on Twitter, like in a reply to someone, like the 1 million was going to be for this on her moving out here and all this. So, if he wants to call back in, maybe he can. Maybe if we have to maybe have a few more questions than just that. He could throw that in the chat if he wants. But
Oh yeah, of course. Plenty more questions once he gets in there. If they'll talk to us, you can't really ask him a question. He just kind of spurgs. You know what I mean? Like I want to communicate, but it's as you know. You know what? If I were him, I guess I'd be pretty excited too. Like past 3 weeks, if my face was like shown all over the world, fighting with my girlfriend, I would probably not be in the most best of moods too, right?
well, and I'm a fan of his. I started looking into I have looked into him a little more. I saw some of the stuff on his Twitter, on his link tree, because he said, like, remember, go check out my exits on my Twitter. He's like, I got 600 exits or whatever. I didn't do a deep dive into like what he invested in, what he did, but I did see someone he had linked. He had a pinned tweet from someone that he had saved on there that said he was some crypto guy was saying he was one of the top 3 traders back in like 2000. So if he was in the game trading tokens and crypto back then, he probably caught the mega boom of 2021 and end of 2020. So I don't think he's completely fronting on everything.
Yeah, after you explained it last time, how he had got in Robinhood early and then sold when they sold it for billions and stuff like that. And then I guess, like you had said, he'd been, buying and selling and stuff like that as the coins were coming out again that early before 2020 when they were really cheap and stuff like that. I believe you with the investment that he got from his family, and there's nothing wrong with that too. Whoever gives you an investment to make cash, good on you. I'm not knocking that whatsoever. So again, my argument wasn't really initially. I thought it was because like he was a prince and things like that. So we had an idea that he just was given, like kind of was, but if he did something with it, then good on him. I'm not knocking, and I agree with you. Like he made his cash, his way and stuff like that, and good on him. There's nothing wrong with making bank. Respect. Yeah.
And that's my whole thing on him is like, I think he's interesting as a character too. So I think I want to know more about like all of his stuff and like whatever.
No, I agree with you. I want to ask those, like, where are you from? What country? Like, how did you come here? How did this all come to be and things like that? Like, not out of disrespect, but to learn,
Right. So, but yeah, it's just a good extra dynamic to this. And I've been trying to, like, in certain chats, I'm always like ZSCORR0. Like I was telling,
he knows who you are.
Yeah, I was telling Shuli or Starting John or someone, and was like, ZSCORR0 is the best, she could get just to see if I could rile up some people. So
I like how you're best friends with him, and he just takes a dump on me every time he comes in. Let's go with this. Now there's like more stuff and like, see, like I want you to be able to see it, but now that's actually, is that Alyssa right there? It goes through, you can see a little tighter. Hers is like Alyssa is thinking positively. I can't really see her talking to him. I'm going to keep
Lord
positive.
knows what else is on here, so that's why I'm just browsing through here as quick as I can.
So that though, a second, that was Jadis. He's like this dude that like screams and yells. Let me show you the table. All right.
Lord knows what else is on here, so that's why I'm just
browsing.
browsing.
There, that's Jadis. That's like a meme where he falls over a table and things like that. So like it's like a clown. He's the one like screamed and yelled and like went crazy over a pizza and things like that. Like I got video, but I just didn't have time to process it so you can kind of check it out. But yeah, a little bit wild right there. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. He's the one that like they got rid of, but then he came back and bought a bunch of groceries. So like he was back in the group. It's a wild road, but here, I'll keep going.
Through here as quick as I can. All right. I don't see anything else. A concerned citizen. That's who signed it. So this has now been filed in this new case number, okay? Which now has a court date, which is going to be Monday, May the 6th, 1:30 p.m. So, let's see. Was there anything else I want? No, that was the only thing I wanted to show you in regards to that.
So Monday, I mean, that's kind of nerve-wracking though, right? You got to go Monday. Do you think they go or do you think their attorneys go for them? I mean, obviously, I assume that's going to be the case where they're represented. They're not going to go in person. Or do you think the judge is going to make them?
I have no idea, but I would guess they probably don't have to go. I'm sure their attorneys can go and they can figure out, get a new reinforcement of the rule or clarification on this whole thing. So I don't think it's a huge deal, but it's cool that, or well,
really?
You think so?
Like not a huge deal. I get it. But, you know, the judge doesn't want you communicating. Now you guys are communicating. And, like, the thing is, like, Elisa isn't just a regular person. Bahram's not just a regular person. Like, they're very public. So everything that they do is going to be very public. So it's like they can't not get in trouble because they can't control themselves from doing what they do. You know what I mean? And, like, I don't know how the judge handles it. How does the judge tell them to control themselves? I guess close the Discord channel down? Like, can he do that? How do you explain this to the judge? Is what you know what I mean? Like, I'm hitting you with 20 questions at one time. What do you think?
We'll find out in a few days, I guess. Or maybe we won't. You know, who knows what's going to come out of it. But
maybe they'll lock him up. Elisa did good in jail, she said, right? She like broke up a fight and like led a rebellion, cured cancer, like joined a gang.
Talked to everyone, all that story. So
oh, I wish you had a camera in there. That'd be awesome. All right, let's keep rolling.
So that is your update. So let me go back over here really quick so I can show you court events. Share this tab instead so that you guys can see exactly where I got that date from. There you go. So that new court case, however you want to call it, like I said, there hasn't been any charges listed on here. There's just a new case number and a new court date that's been added to the additional court date she has in June, okay? So this is going to be here highlighted May 6th, 1:30 p.m. DVRV hearing. Or DV hearing, domestic violence hearing. I think that pretty much covers the update on Elisa Jordana, okay? So, let me get you so before this new court date, don't forget, she did have a court date on, just in case you guys are taking notes. Let me go back here really quick. June 28th at 9 a.m. I think you guys should be able to see this, right? Oh, hold on. Let me take off this comment here really quick. There you go. So I highlighted it there. So that was her previous next hearing, which was June 28th. But like I said, just recent, as of just this morning is when I found out. Again, thank you for that viewer for sharing this information to us. It appears that, and I think this was all filed on the 22nd of April. So they must have got this email, you know, it's, although we've just found out about it today, it looks like they probably got this, you know, around April 22nd, that email or the information, regarding the fact that she was allegedly breaking the no contact order, her and ZSCORR0 or Mr. Alipur. Let's see here.
So Bible just said right there, new information out, no court on Monday. Is there a holiday on Monday? There's a Mother's Day or something like coming up next week? What am I? Am I crazy?
I mean, I don't know if they do anything these days for Cinco de Mayo. You know how it is.
Oh, that is true. Yeah, tomorrow Cinco de Mayo. I don't think that's going to be a 4-day or something like that. Or
I don't think so either, but I'm just trying to think of what it could be. Usually
Yeah,
it's not a holiday, but
no holiday. Gravity says no holiday, so it's going to be. God bless.
they could have just petitioned to have it all consolidated, because he did say something about it. There's a new case number, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're no experts. That's
Right,
what
this
is where we just rely on the chats or Njcourts to kind of fill us in. We just speculate like fools,
You're a fool. No, yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no holiday. So I'll check that out here, Shirley, and try to find out just exactly what the information is. We'll keep going on this. But he also gets into the Jimmy Nicholls stuff. Do you know about that, the James Nicholls?
A little bit. You kind of told me about it, and this is something that goes back to last year, right?
Yeah, something like that. Basically, he was maybe that's a few months back, like a hanger-on, one of the people that was kind of in her shows and her live streams and things like that. Turned out to be like a P word. Did a lot of terrible things to young people, animals. Like it's like a 30-page dossier where he admits to everything that he had done, starting back from like 1979. He went to like the Walmart where he had some history there. Where he had done some things and turned himself in there, had the employees bring the police. There's like body cam footage of it and stuff like that as well. It is wild as it goes on through with that thing. But there is an update with that as well. I was going to kind of let this play out. It's going to roll into that. So I want to give you kind of a heads up. We have a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, we can check it out.
Sweet.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I want to share with y'all. Go back to the search results. Again, there's your new case number. That's the one I'm highlighting right there. Case type is dating violence. Court type, domestic relations / family court. And this is again
for the 6th. That's what it says.
Now with Bahram and Elisa both on the case. So again, there is no charges as far as I can see. I have a feeling it's going to just be maybe like what I would call like a meeting, maybe with these two and the judge to see what the hell is going on. But I guess we'll find out here. Next Monday. So here pretty soon.
I was listening to Rich Mitch. Mother's Day as well. I don't know if that's like a federal holiday though. If that interferes with the court system, I will find out though.
All right, so let's at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is what happened, all right? He is still in custody, obviously. He was not present at the courtroom, but his lawyer, who was not there, was being represented or filled in by another lawyer. So
okay, so this is the Jimmy Nicholls stuff. And Rich Mason says that he was excused him for just being ill and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how she separated herself from this guy Nicholls, but this is kind of what you're going to be seeing here coming up. I didn't want to go through it all because I know you have kids and things like that, and like you don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I got through 3 pages, and I it was almost like a CP word kind of thing. It just, I've read through these things. I'm as a reporter before, and they just give you chills, and like you read it and you can't unread it, he was a sick person.
I think I remember when this happened because I had heard something about it, and it was right when we had Andy Dick on our show.
Okay.
And I think he'd gotten arrested right around that time, late last summer or something. And that was the time when Andy Dick was on. He brought it up, or Billy John brought it up. One of the two brought it up somehow, or maybe Mir brought it up. And then
He thought it was somebody else. He thought it was John.
We told him it was stuttering. We told because Andy Dick was just completely wasted, and we told him the assistant guy who got arrested was stuttering John. It was pretty funny, but that was funny that we told him that because then he started getting all mad about stuttering John. But yeah, I guess it's a pretty serious thing. I didn't know the depth of it or exactly what it was, other than it was someone who I was told it was like her assistant. This guy.
Oh, wow. Yeah, exactly. And not like a hanger-on, but like kind of a part of the group. She's always like kind of recruiting people to be a part of it and things like that. So I guess he was in the circle or something like that.
Got it. So like a character or something.
Right, like an ancillary character, a part of the group. But yeah, we'll roll on this, and then it goes fast. You basically just kind of see the lawyer accepting the paperwork.
Technically, they still held the hearing, okay? But again, he's not going to be present until it goes to a jury hearing or a jury trial. For right now, they're allowing his lawyer to stand in for him, okay? But today it looks like his lawyer, I don't know, for whatever reason, was just not there today. So his lawyer had one of the other public defenders filling in for him to handle all the other cases on his docket, okay? So we're going to watch that video. Again, that's not live, obviously, but that is from this morning. Just a couple of hours ago, if that. Well, yeah, if that. It's 11:30 my time. I forgot it's 2 more hours on the East Coast. So what? 1:30. So about 3 to 4 hours ago. There you go.
Okay, now it's going to get into. No, well, maybe it didn't play that then. So again, basically, it just kind of pops up and talks about adjusting the court date to another date so they can meet up again. So nothing really happened. Just pushing back the court date so they can come up and re-adjourn. But now let's get into the Melissa stuff. This is a lot of fun. Put your seatbelt on because this gets a little wild. If you have problems with maybe anti-Semitic remarks or anything like that, problem with the Shulies or anything like it gets there, but it's a lot of fun. Melissa is a character. I almost got her phone number for you, Dr. Chow, but I know you're married, so I don't want to do that.
Well,
maybe.
I was gonna say what we saw a little bit of this last time, right? With weren't they sitting in the car or something together, and then they started talking about the ex-husband, or did I catch this on my own somewhere?
You might have caught this one on your own. Okay. So you got a little bit of it. This is kind of like the build up to it.
Okay. So maybe I've seen part of this at least. I
did a short on it.
Oh, okay. Maybe I saw that or something. I don't know. Let's check it out.
Let us check this thing out because, like I said, it goes for a ride. Melissa is a trip. I did speak with Elisa, not Melissa, about Melissa to find out, how they were doing, if they're going to be okay. And Elisa said, no more Melissa. She is not on the team anymore. She's out.
Take back that experience because I learned so much.
The freaking music, man. I had this 25-minute video of everything cut in and out, and it destroyed everything. Oh, it killed me. But all right, I'll stop interrupting.
Much because Jewish people are so fucking smart.
Yeah, but every time you say Jew, you say it in a negative way. That's anti-Semitic. That's an anti-Semitic.
No, that's not true.
You're like, oh, you're acting like a Jew right now. You said
that's so Jewish of you, but that's a
that's just saying that's so.
No,
Jewish.
I said, be quiet. I said that's so Jewish of you, and that's a compliment because I'm.
No, but you didn't mean it as a compliment.
Phyllis is
as a compliment.
Well, I was annoyed, but
yeah. So when you're annoyed and you say that's so Jewish of you.
No, because I can have two feelings at the same time and be okay with that. I can be annoyed because it's happening to me, but I could also understand that if I was on the other side, that's a smart thing to do. So I'm respecting you.
But you're not saying it complimentary. You're saying it as an insult, which is crazy.
That's your perspective.
Well, I mean, you don't like Jewish people, and when you call me a Jew, it's not in a nice way. I'm not even Jewish, but you think I am. So,
do you feel it building, child? He's a little ramping up as it's going.
Yeah, do we know this other girl's background? It's not like ethnic or religious, but is she just another streamer or?
Okay, so apparently in her 20s, she was dating a Jewish guy who was a dentist, and he brought younger people to work in the office. And apparently, she was a drunk. This is according to Alyssa. I'm just going off of what we find out. And they broke up, and they kind of talk about it here, and it really gets under Melissa's skin. I guess they had a falling out before, and then they came back together. And I was kind of hoping that Chad would kind of fill us in on who Melissa is, because I knew nothing about Melissa.
Okay.
Bald. Her husband left her, who was Jewish, and she lost her kids. Yeah, that happens. We'll get into that as this thing goes on. But Vibe, if you know anything about the backstory, type it in, man. I want to know. I'll even put this up for you. Bam. All right, let's roll.
Oh, you don't know how to talk to me?
Melissa's ex donated $3.
I think you're a self-hating Jew.
That is so
I'm
Irish
not.
of you
No,
to love
I'm not even
alcohol in
Jewish.
your
But if
mouth.
I was, I should be, because you are so stupid. You don't even realize that your ex-husband outsmarted you, and that's just the truth. And that's why you hate all Jewish
I was
people.
22 when I met
All right,
him.
well,
I hate to interrupt that, but you heard her say she's not Jewish. Is Alyssa Jewish? What do you think? I mean, it doesn't matter either. I don't care.
Like technically, I think your mom has to be. I mean, her dad probably is if her last name's, what it is. I don't know.
understand that. It comes from the female line as it goes through.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think she's probably doing one of those technicality things if her mom's like, a goy or whatever. So that's probably what I would have to guess. But
I know nothing about this.
I would probably say, yeah, I know a little bit. Just because
you're half, you're kind of full, you know what I mean? Right? Like,
yeah. Well, it's like I saw Mike Perry the other day, Platinum Mike Perry, the UFC and bare knuckle fighter. So he was like talking about how he's like 2% African. He got his DNA test. So he was like he starts dropping the N word or whatever, He's a character. But yeah, it's like that percentage thing. It's like, what are you basing it off of? Do you identify as like, oh, I go to this, or is it just like, oh, I'm like I'm from a traditionally, because like family of it, or like my dad was, but then my mom's like Catholic or whatever. I don't know. Who knows? But I would assume that's probably it if she's trying to claim she's not, because otherwise that's kind of weird.
Something that I heard on the radio one time, Buzz Adams, he's like a West Texas, one of the DJs out there, the morning show guys. He said that if you grow up half white, half black, you basically grow up black. You know what I'm saying? And there's kind of some truth to that too, like you're not fully white, you're not fully black, but you kind of considered black, I guess, I don't know. I know nothing about this kind of stuff, but that's what this makes me think of. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why I brought up the Mike Perry thing, because it's like, it's a thing. And then, I've heard people like in comedy on podcasts, like they're like, well, they want to say they're Jewish, but then like if like a real Jew calls them out on it, they'll be like, oh well, my dad was, but my mom's not. I've heard like some like low level chick comics say that before, and then like the like Jewish guys like, well then you're not, or whatever, you don't count because they didn't grow up with them. I don't know. It's how it is. It's like everything's like, well, how much are you? Like, do you do all the holidays? Do you do all the different stuff? Like, it's all a sliding scale. But like,
I'm kind of leading you down a path, and I apologize, but it's basically because, would you be this upset if you were Alyssa if you're not Jewish? See my point?
Exactly. So,
you know what I mean? Like, if she's not, and you should always defend people. I'm not saying she shouldn't defend people at all, but like, she's really taking it as if she were. And I mean, it is offensive. I'm not defending Melissa at all. But yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's she's showing her hand by being like, well, the way you say it is this and that. But if she married a Jewish guy, then I guess it didn't work out too well. But she can't be too anti,
Well, it gets exciting. Here we go.
whatever you are now, he's still outsmarting you every year. Every year you can't get anything from this guy, even though you're married with him. All his kids.
Does everyone hear this?
Well, they know you hate Jewish people. That's all they need to know about you. That's all they need to know. You hate Jewish people because your ex-husband, but it's not because your ex-husband.
Okay.
He outsmarted you. He just did. I'm sorry, he did. And my mom is Catholic, Italian, so I'm not even Jewish, but I know what an anti.
Right. Yeah, you just heard that. So I guess she's not Jewish, but the dad's Jewish, right?
See, I'm telling you, bro. I didn't see this, and I predicted that's what she was gonna do.
Yeah, you nailed it.
But she, like that's the thing. Like if she's doing that, then in other circles, she's gonna be saying she is Jewish.
Right.
So it's like use it when it's to make a point or whatever, and that's what I'm thinking she's doing at least.
Yeah, you'd be so mad if you weren't. But I mean,
Semi is.
Being smart is important, but having a good heart and doing the right thing.
No, but you have neither.
Is also
you have neither.
important.
You don't have either. So you don't have either. Every lawyer is Jewish. Every doctor is Jewish. Every dentist is Jewish. Every banker is Jewish. Every investment banker. Every single person in every high level is Jewish. So you better start liking them, or you're going to be at the bottom of everything.
It's going to get a little bumpy, Dr. Chow.
I'm starting not to feel so bad about all that.
Did you hear what she said?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I'm starting not to feel so bad about all that.
You're starting not to feel that bad about the Holocaust? Well, you know what? That's good for you, Melissa.
Awkward.
I'm wrong.
I mean, you literally just said, "Oh, I could see why the Holocaust is a good thing." That's what you literally said.
Because you sound crazy. That's why.
So you're saying
you should
that,
go back and listen to what
no,
you
but
just
you're
said.
saying the Holocaust is a good thing.
You just
You're
started talking
insane.
about
I
how
should seriously
Jews are in
5150 you right
control
now
of the
for
world.
saying that in front of anybody, in front of this waiter. For saying that is like a
Go
lunatic.
ahead.
It's a
Go
lunatic.
ahead. You just screwed up your whole
We've
day.
donated
No, I
$5.
So you just screwed up your whole stream. Like she's gonna switch it back over on Elisa. You know what I mean? Like you did this.
Yeah, I mean, this is pretty entertaining, but she's Elisa has definitely, she didn't necessarily exactly say that, she's twisted it to say it, and this woman Melissa is whatever. She married this dude, and it sounded like it turned out really bad, so she's scorned by that too. So I think that's probably in the midst of their back and forth battle, it's, and they're drinking, it seems like. So
Oh yeah. It's wonderful. And Leave is really cool. We kind of talked a little about him. Like, I think he's worried about getting called into the court and stuff like that because of the Discord stuff. Because they just took a picture of him, being in there. But Melissa Server eating potatoes. Have a heart. I think Leave is, standing up for Elisa there. Elisa.
Yes, you did.
Melissa suffered eating potatoes. Have a heart.
You just screwed up your whole fucking show.
Objection.
But now I'm starting to understand why the Holocaust happened.
No, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying to you. I'm just saying.
Yes, it does.
No,
because
all
you
I'm saying.
think Jews are going to take over the world.
They're definitely.
If someone's going to take over the world, someone's going to take them.
Well, it's not going to be Irish drunks. That's for sure. Irish drunks are not going to.
Good point, Elisa. There, you know what I'm saying? Like, she wins that round, I would say.
Hey man, they're doing a little high level debate. Maybe we'll see something like this between Trump and Biden at the presidential debates.
Would you rather
take
fight
over the world?
Would you rather fight 3 Irish drunks or 100 babies?
Man,
This
is gonna be. Yeah, that'd be tough, man. I mean, I'll just probably take the 3 and get it over with, because I don't know. That's a lot of energy to
They can crawl up and bite you anyways. Here we go.
Take over the world at any point. So don't worry about that. That's off the table.
Well, thank God for that, because I would never join anyone that wanted to conquer anyone. I'm a lover.
Don't worry.
not a fighter.
You have no fear of conquering anyone at any time. Do not worry. Do not worry. That's off the table.
I'm
There's
not
no-
worried.
Yeah. But like saying that innocent women and children should have died because you don't like something I said, it's really stupid. It's really stupid.
I didn't say they should have.
No, you just said,
I
I
said
could see
I'm
where the
starting
Holocaust.
to understand why people hated them. This is
All I'm
why
saying-
everyone hates you.
No.
This is why you only have idiotic people calling in, psychotic people calling in.
I call in. I'm not idiotic or psychotic. What the fuck, Melissa? I was team you for like 5 minutes and you did that.
Yeah,
She's
this is
gonna
getting
get hers. Don't worry.
dicey.
Yeah, idiotic caller.
Because of this, because the way you're talking right now.
Just talk about your ex-husband, who if I were to bet on it, he was working hard, creating a whole dentist practice, and who knows what the hell you were doing? Who knows? So we got a guy building a dental practice, and we got you. So if you're saying to people the Holocaust is a good thing, you're gonna lose.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you said, "Oh, I get it. Why the Holocaust?"
I said if there's some,
sorry.
if the Jews are gonna take over the world, then
Sorry.
Oh, no. It was like the waiters coming up to him, like trying to like get the food. They're trying to close, and so they're trying to clean up the place so they can get them out of there and things like that. But so Alyssa thinks that they heard the comment about the Holocaust, so she's playing defense there. But yeah, I just like the look on her face, like yeah.
Nice. You don't want that salad?
no, you take it.
No, Melissa, this is so stupid.
I don't want it. I have a lot of food at home.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll take her salad. That's
And I
fine.
can cook way
All
better
right.
salad.
Okay.
Melissa cooks better salads. Kind of bitchy thing to say.
Yeah, okay. I'll take her salad. It's just like I don't know about this. Yeah, it's just because I have this podcast about history, and she's saying that she's happy that the Holocaust
She doesn't
happened.
have a
And it's kind of
podcast
crazy.
about history.
Yes, I do. We're talking about history right now. We're
She
talking.
has a podcast about hating on people.
No, I don't. That's not true. That's not even true. It's just about hating on. We're talking about the Holocaust. It's a bad topic.
No,
Hello?
she's accusing me of being anti.
See, Alyssa though, she's like dragging the knife in there, and like twisted it and stuff like that. So like,
Yeah.
she's not letting go. I want to. It's both of them, right?
Yeah, 100%. You know, that's the thing. Like from the get, she could have just brushed off anything. She's purposely escalating it and filling content time with it because, yeah.
She's gonna get it. Here we go.
Well, you said
And
you
then
didn't
she
like
told
Jews.
me that if I want to hate people,
I just said
who
don't
are
hate.
taking
I just
over
said
the
don't hate a
world,
whole religion.
then
Melissa.
I'm done because I'm hating people.
Well, I'm
that
just
are
saying, just
taking
don't
over
hate
the
a whole
world.
religion. Hate individuals. Hate your
She said-
ex-husband. That's all I said. Hate your ex-husband. Why do you have to hate a whole religion? Why do we have to hate every Jewish
I don't
person?
know.
Just hate him.
That's-
And by the way, I think you're wrong about that. I think
I
he
don't
was
know.
a
I
good
think-
guy. You cheated on him. You cheated on him
How do you know? Were you
because
there?
you told me.
You're
Yeah, it's about to get wild, dude. Like, because Alyssa's throwing out that like extra stuff on the side, like she is instigating it. Like she knows Melissa's pissed, and she just keeps kind of digging a little bit, just prodding the cattle along. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
fucking jealous because they sang a song about me tonight.
I am not jealous.
Yes, you are. And you're trying to make me look like the bad guy.
I'm not trying to make you look like the bad guy. I think you're an interesting person.
You're saying a lot of bad things about me.
All I just said is you're an anti-Semite, and I wish you would pull back on that a little bit.
This is in your head. You're saying this and you're wrong. So
All right.
just shut the fuck up, please. Do you know what it's like to give birth to 2 daughters and give everything, your best years, and then for them to turn on you? But I don't hate all Jews for that.
What?
So I don't want to hear another fucking word out of your mouth.
It begins right now. Woo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
About this shit.
I did not say anything about your kids, Melissa. I would never say anything about your kids.
I don't
Never.
want to hear another word
I would
out
never
of your
say-
mouth
All right.
about me being anti-Semitic.
Well, okay, so that's separate than your kids?
No, it isn't.
No, your kids don't.
I'm not anti-Semitic.
No, but I'm just saying your kids, that has nothing to do with that.
It's not
Nothing.
fucking funny, Elisa.
I don't think it's funny.
I never said it's funny ever.
I never said it's funny. Never said it's funny. I never said your kids not talking to you is funny.
There's
You go
Melissa.
ahead and chase money all you want, but you'll never make it to heaven.
Okay, there's a lot of abundance and talk of gold in heaven. Actually, gold was mentioned 400 times in the Bible. In the Bible, gold is literally mentioned 400 times. I know that because I used to work in a gold company. So that is not true. That is not true. God.
Jewish people know about gold and things like that. I mean, she's kind of doing it to herself here. I mean, come on. Like, you kill me here, Alyssa.
God wants us to be abundant. They don't want us to be broke. The more abundance, the more blessed we are.
Oh, yeah. I called in to like talk because usually I talk to her when she's in her car.
Next caller, how can I help you?
Hey, Alyssa, thank you for taking me in. Quick question. Will here on News 15. How are you doing today?
All the times that you rain on my...
Fucking the songs kick in and it like kills everything. Like they can't hear you, you can't hear them, and then it's just madness. So if you're playing the songs, I wish Alyssa would like raise the price on it because it really it messes up the flow of things. Like it drives me crazy. And then when I go to upload it, it gives you copyright strikes and I have to like cut it out, and you know what I mean? It is miserable. But so when you hear that song come on, I play like 6 to 7 seconds and then I cut it. So that's kind of why you'll see the super cut or the jump cut in there. You know what I mean?
So I've never watched one of her streams. So people can pay and then it'll trigger to play some song.
I don't know what triggers the songs. I'm assuming that people are playing music to trigger the song because I don't think she does it on her own because she'll just be talking and then boom, the song will go off. Like these I2P streamers, they'll be walking down the street and then like someone will play a song, like a racist song or something like that to get them in trouble. That's kind of the concept I think that she's dealing with there.
Okay.
Like Gravity. That's how she earns her money. And I get that too. Like they're paying money to like listen to you. Yeah, definitely play the song and stuff like that. But I would raise the price if it were me.
Right.
Oh, so yeah, I had to drop the audio and stuff like that so it doesn't give us a copyright strike. But basically, they're like going at each other.
Judge one person, judge two people. Don't judge a whole group of millions of people based off of one guy, one dentist that you cheated on. You cheated on him.
How the fuck do you know?
You told
And it begins again.
me.
I cheated on him. He cheated on me. We both cheated.
All right, well, you're both bad. Yes, how can I help you?
So, second stream back, we're talking about the Holocaust.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
What the hell?
Well, Melissa says that she could see why the Holocaust would happen. Like, it makes sense because I said something about a potato.
No, because she said Jews are taking over the world.
Well, Jews are really...
If some evil force that all they cared about was being smart and being like winning all the time, if that was the force that was taking over the world,
what do you think should take over the world? Not the smartest
who
people?
wouldn't want to take them over? Okay, and you've literally fucking said that. You call me dumb? You are fucking dumb.
I don't think so.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not
You
dumb.
should play that back and listen.
You're so upset about your ex-husband and blaming everything on him when you take no responsibility.
This whole time I'm listening. And what do you say? You kind of just let it go, right?
Yeah, basically.
Just let him keep going. But it is a trip, man.
You know what? You are No, listen to me. You are so fucked up in the head that you are actually condoning what he did to me.
Your husband?
Yes.
What do you mean? What did he do? He just
He
outsmarted you financially. That's what he did. He outsmarted
No, that
you.
is not
You didn't even
all
have a bank account.
fucking did.
Okay, if I don't...
He did a lot more than that, Alyssa.
All right, what?
He took my fucking children.
Okay, how did he take your children? Usually they side with the woman. Why did he take your children? Why? Why?
Wow.
There must be a reason. The drinking, right?
Yeah, get the volume down. Get ready. What's about to pop off?
So whose fault is that? Are you going to blame him? Are you going to blame him for the drinking?
Do you want to know when I started? Yes, I am going to blame him.
You can't blame him for your drinking, Melissa.
You don't fucking know.
Okay, all right. I don't want to get into a fight. I'm sorry.
You want to know
Melissa?
when I started? Yes, I am going to blame him. You can't blame him for your drinking, Melissa. You don't fucking know. Okay, all right. I don't want to get into a fight. I'm sorry.
Melissa?
I think Melissa got a little excited there, Dr. Chow. What do you think, man?
Starting to get pretty heated. Yeah, it keeps escalating. So
I'm sorry. You're a wonderful person. I don't want you to get upset. I'm just saying that in life, myself, all right, I'm just going to talk about myself right now, okay? Not you. Okay, Melissa, I'm going to talk about myself. I have to take responsibility for myself.
Still alone.
Okay, all right.
Fuck you.
All right. All right, Melissa.
Okay, Melissa, I'm gonna talk about myself. I have to take responsibility for myself. And my Fuck you! Okay, alright. Fuck you! Alright, Melissa.
I don't want you to be upset.
Come on,
I'm not
Melissa.
saying anything bad about you.
I will fucking tear you apart. You fucking bitch.
Okay. Please do not tear me.
All right, Dr. Chow. Now, if I tell him I tear you apart, how you feeling? You staying in the car?
I mean, yeah, it's crazy because this happened after the ZSCORR0 thing, and she's basically egging him on and doing the same thing again. So maybe this is like, what if the court sees this now? It's like, well, what the fuck? You know, you're just IRL trolling people again. You know,
she started prodding her about the Jewish stuff, which is fair because Melissa, what the fuck? You don't say things like that. That's terrible. And then she kind of just played it off, but Melissa the whole time just driving that thing in there, Melissa going at it, you know, like.
But at least like for the ZSCORR0 thing, you could like figure out like, okay, well, they're hanging out, and from like the cop standpoint, it's like, okay, well, they're in a relationship and they're fighting over a girl who's cheating or something or whatever. But why is she even on the stream, this Melissa chick? Why is she even subjecting herself to hanging out with this lady?
Exactly.
Like what's the point of this? So this is if they look into this now, it's like, what is going, like, okay, maybe Elisa's the problem. They might see, because it's like you're just, and then what are they doing? So then it's like so much drama that it almost feels fake to some extent, but it's not. I know this for sure is not fake.
Yeah.
But
it's not fake, but Elisa did kind of play it up.
Oh yeah.
With the reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like fake on Elisa's end, but it's real on Melissa's end. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think the Melissa is more intoxicated. I think they might have both been drinking, but maybe you could kind of tell even while they were doing it before. You saw Melissa drinking more, and then she finished the cup, and then you could kind of tell she was getting a little more drunk. Whereas, I don't know. I mean, she's driving now, so maybe she didn't really drink much or at all. Who knows?
Yeah, you'll see how this thing goes. Yeah, she's going to drive off, but we'll keep going.
I'm just going to leave the car right now. I cannot get into a fight right now.
You are such a... Oh my God.
I'm a bitch.
You are such a fucking bitch.
Okay, I'm a bitch. I'm just saying.
You're such a fucking lying piece of shit.
Okay, I'm a lying shit.
Lying piece of shit.
Okay, I am.
You're a lying
Dickens
piece
Scott
of
donated
shit.
$5.
All right.
Put on the gloves, ladies, and duke it out.
No.
Only way to resolve.
Melissa,
Taking bets odds EJ20 to 1 team EJ22 JSK.
You're a lying, pathetic piece of scum on the fucking
Okay, that's true. You're right. I am. I'm a lying piece of scum on the street. I deserve to be on the street.
Fucking credit. You're a fucking dumb ass.
Okay, I'm dumb. I'm not
cunt. You're a cunt.
All right, I'm a cunt.
Like, see, a little out of control there. You know what I'm saying? Like, so kind of dig that knife. Like, do you just get her out? Like, do you just keep rolling with this? Like, again, it's for the camera, right?
Man, I don't know. One thing.
You asked me the same question. I'm sorry.
What, I keep getting distracted. So you know how like Elisa's always like has her mouth open and like is like sticking her tongue out and all that. So I think she's getting fillers in her lips a lot, all the time, basically. I don't know this to be true, but I think that's like, okay. And then I know like this is like Brendan Schaub. It was like rumored to like be getting lip fillers, you know, and then he'd always be like going like this when he's on his show and like licking his lips and doing all that because it's like it's like a thing. So I mean, so I don't know why I just got fixated on that. How like she's always got her mouth open and like is like feeling her lips with her tongue and doing all that type of stuff. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know why I went on that sidetrack about it, but like I got distracted by it while that was going on. So I thought I'd point it out.
I'm looking at Melissa about to rip Melissa's head off. You're looking at her lips.
I'm listening and I'm taking it in, but then I was like looking at her face like as she was doing it. And I'm like, even in this high pressure situation where you'd see like some type of emotion in the face and like a reaction. She's like doing this thing, looking at the camera and like sticking her tongue out and licking around her lips and all this type of stuff. I'm like, geez,
And then that's part like, I can't get in a fight. I can't get in a fight now. You know what I'm saying? Like, is she on probation? Like, is that what she's on? Like right now, technically, she's out of jail. Like she was the one that was arrested. What?
Yeah. She probably has some conditional stuff. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But
I wonder if drinking is a part of it too. We'll see. Here we go.
Definitely come. Nobody likes you, okay? Nobody likes me. All right.
She really has a good head on her shoulders.
I don't have a good head on my shoulders.
I'm sorry for ever giving you a second chance.
All right.
I will never, ever do that again.
Okay, that's fine. You don't have to. You deserve better. Okay? You deserve better. You're a great person. You're a great person. You're a great person. Okay? I like you. I think you're very funny and nice. And you don't have to cry. Okay? You don't have to cry.
I'll cry whatever the fuck I want.
All right, if you want to cry.
Yeah, I do want to cry.
All right, I can understand. I want to cry too right now, honestly. See, people are just being. Are you leaving? Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Leaving? Where are you going?
So yeah, Melissa, she goes. She takes a legger. That's enough of a. She could take of Elisa. Wow. I guess not too bad, right?
Now I'm looking at her ear. Yeah, but I'm really trying to take it all in. Yeah, so she bounces out, and like to me, it's like, how much is this? I assume she's somewhat orchestrating because she knows like she needs drama. It can't just be like, So I think it's heightened up on her part a little bit, but then at the same time, just like think, man, like if you and me were dating these two, and like
God.
we were sitting in the back seat for some reason, like we're like, dude, I can kind of see why they might be
I'll be
single,
recording.
Yeah. Or it can also be heightened up for the camera a little bit, at least she instigated it a little bit. Who knows? But
I think Melissa was playing along, and then she just like lost control of it. And then she went on to like anti-Semitic rant, and then like Elisa grabbed onto that, and then she was like, "Oh, here we go." And then content is king. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I see Rachel saying there's nothing illegal about arguing. No, we're not that. I just at that point when it was happening, it seemed like we had deja vu because the camera's in the same spot as when she was hitting the other guy, and it seemed like that could potentially happen again. So she's probably having deja vu or like PTSD from that event a week or two ago or a few weeks ago when it happened. So she's probably like, that's why she was like instantly like, no, just calm down. That's why I said that.
Same everything. You know what I mean? Like I didn't even think about that. Deja vu, exactly right. Like, what was it 3 weeks ago? She was fighting for her life. From ZSCORR0 right there.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably why she tried to de-escalate it so hard right away. But yeah, it's wild stuff, man. I guess it's good content, right?
You know what I'm saying? Good for us. We'll keep rolling a little bit more. Like I said, I interview her some more after this. I said I'm on like hold this whole time. It's just like going off in the background, and like I don't want to say anything and ruin it, but I'm like, what the fuck do I do? What do I do with my hands? Like.
Quick question, Will here, News 15. How are you doing today?
All the times that you rain on me.
I'm doing well. I just didn't think that she was somebody that would be so aggressive like that. That's why I felt safe streaming with her. And I don't want to stream with any more aggressive people. So I chose her. But, this thing where she says, oh, Lisa, you're acting like a Jew right now. Like, I just can't let that go. I feel like that'd be doing a disservice to, Dina, Joni, the other Jewish people that are watching. I can't just let that go. I have to confront it. And I know why she hates Jewish people. It's because of her husband, but she screwed over the husband. The husband was building a multi-million-dollar dental practice when she wasn't doing anything. She was just drinking. So it's like, you know, how can I say, oh yeah, she's saying the Holocaust should have happened. That's what she said tonight.
Yeah,
I can't let that go. I'm not gonna.
Where did that come from?
She said, oh, I could see why the Holocaust happens. Like, you know what? I can't let her get away with this. I have a responsibility. When you're a great streamer, you have great responsibility to stand up for people, okay? That is a big part of it. You stand up for women, you stand up for Jewish people, you stand up for, you know, all races, all genders. That's your responsibility as a streamer. You can't just let it go. So I wasn't going to just let go what she was saying about the whole Jewish religion and the Jewish people tonight. I was not going to let that go.
Atta girl. Melissa, you saved the day, girl. Your torch leads the way, I think.
Yeah, and I think a couple people in the chat were making the point that it was very alcohol induced on Melissa's part, and someone said she had left and was drinking somewhere else and came back even more drunk. So that makes sense.
I didn't see Melissa came back at all. I thought this kind of ended things.
I was just looking at the chat. Gravity said earlier Melissa wandered off from Elisa and was drinking at a bar before she came back on the stream.
For this.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So that's interesting. So yeah, like we said, there was an escalation, you can tell, in her intoxication. But even from the from what you showed me, seemed like she was pretty buzzed from the start. And on that point, what she's talking about, she has this great responsibility as a streamer. This lady has to, whatever, if she believes that or whatever she wants to say, like that's her responsibility to do, then you got to weigh that with it. You have great responsibility as a friend too. So this lady is not her friend, obviously. So that's fine. If streaming is more important and sticking up for all races and all people and all women and all that type of stuff is like her thing, that's fine. But then this other lady has to realize, like, okay, that's it, you know, like we're not friends like that, you know, because if she was her friend, she'd probably be like, you know, like laugh it off or brush it off rather than escalating it so much, you know.
Yeah, my idiot friend says something stupid. So I just, I'm used to that. Instead of going on like a parade or, the March of Pride to, stand up for Israel and things like that. I don't understand. You know what I mean? Like, but she's not even Jewish, right? So, but I guess as a podcaster, she has to defend, right? For freedom, for the troops.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you feel good that you told her that, that isn't right? And her react, do you think that was justified for her getting out like that and walking out?
No, I mean, she was very aggressive at me. I wish she wasn't. I would have preferred to talk to her about it, but I know the answer. I do not have to ask her any more questions. I know what she wanted. She wanted money from the guy, from the husband. She didn't get it. He outsmarted her because he is Jewish. And, that's just what it comes down to. And she's jealous because she's not as bright. She's just not as bright. Of course, now I'm another Jew outsmarting her, right? So I'm the second Jew to outsmart her. The first guy was...
So now she's Jewish.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm confused. What are you, Elisa?
Her husband. The second person was a streamer. She's perfect content for my stream, and she's mad. She's bitter about it. She's bitter that I'm a smart businesswoman, smart enough to have her on my stream. So you know what? She can't say anything she wants about people like that. Dina's calling in. Is Dina my favorite person? No. But she's not going to talk down to a Jewish woman and talk down about a whole race of people or a whole type of people just because one guy screwed her over. And actually, she screwed him over more. So I'm just so sick of people not taking accountability for their own self. If you drink and you fuck up your marriage, you fuck up your kids don't want to talk to you, it's fucking your fault. It's not your husband's fault. It's not this person's fault. The person you're right, the person you're left. It's nobody's fault. If you fuck up something for yourself, it's you. It's you. You cannot blame anybody else.
Well, I mean, that's kind of right down the middle there too, and she said it. She brought her on for content. She got her content. If you mess things up, you did it on her own. I guess Melissa's kind of called out onto the carpet like that. But as you said earlier, do you do that to your friend? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that to you, Dr. Chow. You know what I mean? I wouldn't throw you under the bus like that and get you fired up, and then just for money or for clicks. You know what I'm saying? So, what do you think?
Yeah, and then I get her point. This lady probably did screw up her shit from, whatever with her relationship and everything in the past. And it sounds like she might be dealing with some issues on herself. But I'd be curious, what is because I'm into business too, and she says she's a great business person. I'd be curious, like, how she's doing in business. Like, I assume this is modeled after like some of the streamers we watch, where it's like you get super chats and stuff like that. But like,
Basically, something
so
that she said earlier, and you didn't get this in the stream. I'd heard it while I was listening to it. She spends like 30,000 a week.
she spends 30,000.
Right, like the past few weeks, there's been like $30,000 a week, and that's like with the Airbnb, the food, the entertainment, all the stuff that they're doing. So,
And the good thing about, like, in our world with super chats, and it's become this whole competition thing, most of that stuff's public.
ANC Daddy.
Yeah, so if she's spending 30, I would assume she's making 50,000 a week.
I would hope, but you don't see that though when you watch.
Exactly. Right? You can see in $5 at a time or something.
Right, but
so realistically, she might be making like 10 to 20K a month, I think.
Gotcha. Yeah, exactly.
I would guess. I don't know. I've never watched one of her streams. Maybe someone in the chat has a better idea of how the business behind it works. And I'm not talking like, oh, she made 55,000 from ZSCORR0 in one night. Because yeah, of course, unless she has like these pay pigs underneath the table who are throwing her like 5K, like she's got like 5 guys throwing her 5K a week or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
because the numbers don't really add up. You can't be spending $30,000 a week, and she's there on the West Coast and stuff like that. West Palm Beach and things like that. So it's got to be super expensive. Everything you do has got to be expensive. Airbnb's got to be expensive. So, someone's got to be throwing that loot out there. Do you think she's looking for another ZSCORR0? Maybe another guy that can, like you said, that pay pig under the table or something like.
I don't know if she's spending 30K and she's cash flowing from streaming at least 30K a week, then sounds like she's good. She can be an independent businesswoman. She doesn't need any of that. So Airbnb was paid for by ZSCORR0 previously, then got 2 million from them, but wanted to set up a GoFundMe. Okay, so if we just take ZSCORR0 out of the whole thing, yeah, the 1 million and the 2 million, and setting her up with a place out in LA, and based on them getting married and all that, if she's factoring that into like the 30 G's, let's just say that's down to zero now for the foreseeable future from that one guy. Then what's she making? 100K a year, $1 million a year, probably somewhere in between that, I would guess.
But not what we see when you watch these streams. She doesn't make $10,000 a donation and things like that. Those are just, like you said, like random from ZSCORR0 and things like that. So when I watch, it looks like a JNC thing, like $300 or $400, but she does it for like 6 hours. You know what I mean? So I don't catch every single one of that. But even streaming for 6 hours, making $4 or $5 every little, it doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like there's got to be other money coming from somewhere.
Because she probably doesn't have a Patreon, right?
I haven't checked her Patreon.
Okay.
Good thing to check out.
Yeah, and then she doesn't do advertisements. Maybe she does some product placement, but it's not like I watch so much stuff that like I know like how Nelk Boys make money. I know how Joe Rogan makes money. I know how whatever streamers, but this IRL thing where it's just tips and it's like there's no structure to it. It's kind of like it's more abstract to me, I guess. So
yeah. So this is what I'm looking at. I just kind of pulled it up. I could be wrong. Let me just my stop screen. Let me try to get you up a new one. All right. This is what it shows for Patreon for her. Unlock was at 1,052 exclusive posts. Well, that's Omega. That's Omegon. It's Omegon. So this isn't there. This isn't her, right? This is me being a dumbass.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably someone else.
Yeah, they do know that. That's a commentator. Elisa Jordana.
She probably doesn't have one.
You're probably right.
I would.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're good, brother. Go
I
ahead,
don't
I'm
know.
sure.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I have no idea how she makes money, but I mean, that's the thing. She could be from an independently wealthy family too, like ZSCORR0. Who knows?
You're gonna bring her
Yeah.
back again.
I think this is the end of that video. Let me try to get to this end of this thing as well.
Will this happen
I
again?
think I had more to do with her.
Water under the bridge.
Yeah.
That's cool. Off the Doug's bag. That's a good way to live your life.
Thank you.
So, have you contact? And I have to go back to ZSCORR0. Have you talked to him in a minute, or have you guys been no contact?
No contact, exactly.
You heard that? No contact. That was like 3 days ago. So
Okay.
she's saying she didn't. I believe her. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, well, from what I gather, he left too. So maybe they, that's that gray thing too. Like, does the Discord count as contact, or were they DMing at some point, or did he try to DM her? Did she try to DM him, or
So I
email?
gotta tell you, I was in the Discord today. What is today? Well, I was in the Discord on Saturday, and there was someone in there that was just like ZSCORR0. I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying to look at it or anything like that, but you know how he types and how he talks to people and things like that. And the first thing he did was he sent me a message and he talked trash to me. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it was, you know it was, but I'm not trying to bust him out either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then what
But
was
he
her
was in
part in
there.
it? Yeah, so, but back to the money thing. I see the lime green. That's still that what is that, like a Land Cruiser or something? Toyota.
Yeah.
It's
Which
not a
is-
bad car, but it's
Yeah.
like it's nothing dank or anything, Like,
Well, you saw it there. Remember during the body cam video and stuff
yeah,
like that, where you could see, that like yellow looking like Range Rover type vehicle. Like, yeah, she's not banking.
that's not a Range Rover, bro. I got a Range Rover. That ain't
Sorry.
a Range Rover. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, like an SUV type thing.
But yeah, no, I mean, so that's I'm just trying to figure out, like, especially in this, it's basically she's always looking very well put together. So, of
Yeah.
course, it's a show business game that she's in. So, you'd think she'd have some dank car, or show off her place if she's got a cool, spread with a pool and all that, and stream from there. Like a
Gravity
content
scissors.
house, a creator house, like that's what all these guys do. So I don't know. I just don't know how much she's balling out on cash,
A Jeep Renegade is what Gravity says she drives.
Jeep Renegade. Yeah, I don't even know.
Sense.
That's a domestic, bro. I don't know much about that shit.
Sorry. I drive a Chevrolet. My bad. I'm a plaid. I got a Colorado. I can't even afford a Silverado. This journalist. I don't make money.
Oh, there, yeah.
Each other. That's probably good for the long run. He doesn't like me, scream and yell at me, call me a bunch of words and stuff like that. But that just kind of is what it is. Do you think he should be out there as well, kind of like you are? Or do you think he's
Yeah, some dumbass question. My bad. So like, this was 2 days ago. I believe this is Friday. Another stream. This is right after the Melissa stream and things like that. So again, as you're like riding with them, just songs pop up, and I had to like cut it out because it'll mess things up. There you go, Gravity. Car snob domestic. Take a little shade, Dr. Chow. Man.
I looked it up. Yeah, they're fine. I'm just trying to make a point, like,
should she have like a use me blades one, or like the content van type thing, like a badass one where she cruises around? Do you want her driving around on her phone with a microphone, in a big old vehicle like that?
No, I think she should. I mean, like a Range Rover, it's like 4x the cost of one of these, 5x, and it's like it looks really, really good inside. So like something like that, it's about the same. I mean, this is a little smaller. I don't know. Like, you get my point. Like,
Yeah.
Kind of judge people by what. Yeah. Especially if you're in this like show business game of like you're streaming from. It's basically a set. You can write it off. You would probably want to get the biggest car, something that isn't, from an accounting perspective, you'd want to get something that's over 5,600 pounds, because you can take all the depreciation within the first year of owning it, and then when you trade it in. So that's what anyone who makes money does. They buy heavy SUVs, and it falls under the tax code as machinery and equipment that you can depreciate within 1 year rather than 5 to 7 years like a normal company car. So this is like, I'm just thinking, like, if she was really making a lot, if she was really like smart, she had an accountant or something, she'd probably be doing things a little different, is my guess.
Oh, wow. And on top of that, she's what, 41 or something like that. She has the Howard Stern stuff behind her. She had a record label and things like that. So she's not new to the game. She's very intelligent. She's very traveled and things like that. So, it's silly that she's kind of stepping in these little holes, kind of like Stuttering John. You know what I mean? Making these silly, dumb mistakes that you would think that, everything they've traversed, they would know not to step in, right?
Yeah, and I'm not even hating on the car from a business standpoint, because she clearly picked that lime green color for attention, right?
Right.
And part of why she does this streaming, it is, I've made this point on other shows in different contexts, that in the attention economy, there's no difference between attention and money at this point. It's all becoming more and more intertwined with social media. Likes equals money equals attention. But attention is the oldest currency in the world. Men need it, babies need it, women need it. Attention is always king. And now it's gotten so intertwined with money, because you can be doing this and get money. But the attention's the true, quote unquote, gold in the thing. So that's the dopamine she's getting, is the attention. She's looking at all the people responding, commenting, doing all that stuff. And I get all that. The car thing is kind of a side point, but she's addicted, or she loves the attention she's getting. And that's why she loves being IRL. And that's why she's got a lime green car. And that's why she does her makeup and hair, and every day gets ready to do these streams and all that type of stuff. But I'm just touching on the business side when she was saying she was a great business person. That was my critique on the whole thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, she knows what she's doing too. I really think that she's very intelligent. She's playing the game. She's playing it well-ish. Besides the fight whole thing.
You like that, Will Heron on the phone for the news. He's a newsman. He's a very nice guy. Everybody loves him. What's up, Will?
How do you hate her after that? You know what I'm saying? Like, she's the nicest person in the whole entire world. I take back every ugly, mean thing I said. Alyssa, you the queen. Buck Ballroom, sorry.
No, I'm cool with it. I think she's good. And I'm like I said, I haven't watched. Only things I'm getting is from what you're showing me. I did catch a little over on SJ, and I thought she's good in interviews. She's entertaining. So I'm just not sitting and watching this all day like you are and calling in. But I gotta give her props. No, I don't know where I'm going with it, but yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's so nice and so sweet. And that was the thing, like with ZSCORR0, he's so mean. Like, like if he was nice, I'd be so nice to him too. And even off the bat and stuff like that. But he just came at me with just full force, which I guess I can understand if you're like under attack for like weeks on end and stuff like that. But it'd have to be such a jerk, if he was cool. Like, she's been, I'd do anything for you, and like she's just proving how nice she is, and it's so frustrating.
Yeah, but you're just not on his level, bro. He's got 14 zeros, like
financially, intelligence-wise, 3
standard deviations,
right? Muscular sclerosis-wise, stuff like that. I'm just not up to the task. There we go.
Hey, girl, it's your third stream back. How's your confidence doing?
It's getting better. Honestly, it really varies song to song. Honestly, it's like I could feel really bad, and then somebody plays a fun song, and then I feel better, and then I think about my life again, and then I feel horrible. Then I hear a song, and I feel okay. We're gonna have a good night.
One compound question, as always.
Sure.
Where is Melissa, and did you think you wouldn't get to her?
Oh, no. I'm not 5150ing anyone or messing with anybody in any way. I just let her go. She hates me. We're not friends anymore. And we broke up as friends. I just couldn't be friends. I tried several times. I don't think Melissa's going to be back. And I'm sad to say that because she's funny in her own way.
Well, I was wondering if I could get her phone number. I think I can fix her.
Really? Okay, yeah, sure,
No.
Will.
No.
Oh, no? Okay. I mean, I was excited about that.
Okay.
I was like, all right, sure.
Oh, was that close, Dr. Chow? That close.
Shoot your shot. Why not?
That's right. I can change it. I can make her better.
Maybe. Why not?
We should hook her up with Ray. Doodle knows who Ray is.
If you got her number, I could get her on Mir Musk and try to hook her up, so.
No, we're doing that here. What are you talking about? No.
Yeah.
And I love Mir Musk, don't get me wrong, but hey, content here.
So, and then who are these co-hosts?
So these are like some of the little people like go with her. I forgot their names. The girl in the back, she's a real sweetheart. She has like real short hair. She's pregnant. And then the friend over there next to Elisa, she's there in the house with her as well. They go party together. So they're like the calming effect on the group. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah. I mean, they're real sweeties, real nice people. They kind of bring things down a little bit, chill things up. They're always there when the hell's breaking loose. So they're good girls.
No, I mean, not a thing. Anyways, you guys have a nice night. You look very nice, and you're going to do very well.
Yeah, real cute. Yeah, so that's basically what I kind of want to hit you with today. I have the John stuff as well, her and John. I'll cut that up for us tomorrow. If you have time tomorrow, Chow, what are you doing? You trying to mess with your flow?
I'll be around.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make something happen then because I really want to get into that. I just haven't had time to cut it all down. My schedule changed out of the blue. Normally, like today's one of my biggest days, but the station, they cut our weekends. And I've never been at a station where there's no weekend news or sports. But yeah, it's the first time. And like as the sports director, it was scary because it's like Saturday and Sunday is your big day. That's when everybody's out there doing sports. And so we were told that basically the station spends $200,000 on the weekend and only make $50,000. So, I mean, business is business, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's all about, that cash flow. So if it's not, you got to cut it if it's not working. So
I know I'm going to ask you a dumb question. Like, do you know who our owner is? The guy who runs our stuff. Do you know who Byron Allen is?
Yeah.
He owns our station.
So
the comedian and the Weather Channel guy.
Yeah. I had heard he owns Weather Channel and then a bunch of is it all Clear Channel or no? Clear Channel is its own big corporation, right?
Right. Byron Allen Entertainment. He owns us. We were like his first station that he bought. So like he really likes our station. And we kind of like flipped it over because it was going downhill. We made it like super awesome, back to being good again. And it's changed a lot here. And so my schedule changed as well because normally I would have Thursday, Friday off. So I'm a little behind. And then instead of giving me a 4-day off kind of thing, they made me work 7 days and then start my weekend with the Saturday and Sunday. So I got a little behind because I wanted to have the John stuff for you guys as well. But like I said, I really like to do that tomorrow and then put out some feelers. I may have some Dabbleverse people pop in for that, help us out a little bit if they'll come out. Do anybody want to bring in Chow or keep them away?
Nah, I mean, sorry, I was gonna test. I did Google for a second. I wanted to test out Elisa's theory and see if I knew Byron Allen was had a little pigment to his skin. I know who he is, and I've seen him before, but I wanted to see maybe if he was like part Jewish too.
Ooh, you never know. I'll call his mom.
Yeah, because just to test out her theory on all of it. And when I looked it up, is Byron Allen Jewish? The top hit is Unbelievable Historic Jewish Facts from Byron Allen, and it was from Howie Mandel's podcast. So he appeared there, and I'm not going to get into it, but no, I mean, if we want to bring someone on, another power player, I know you had mentioned him before, who could maybe shed some light into this, is a Jewish man. Maybe we could get Shuli in here and talk about something at some point, but I don't know. We can talk about it offline and figure out who and when.
Yeah. So what do you got going on tomorrow? Anything you want to plug?
No, nothing.
Just the
taking
Twitter?
it easy. Yeah, Dr. Mega G on Twitter. Check it out. May 7th is Ray's last stand at the Stand New York.
That's right. Everybody's going to be there. Stevie Lou and all the other chingones.
Yeah. So if you're in New York City, I DM'd you, Elisa, if you're watching this. I'm Dr. Mega G on Twitter. And
what are you doing DMing Elisa? That's me. I'm supposed to be.
She never responds. I just told her, like, hey, you should go up to, if you can make it up to New York May 7th.
That's right.
Go IRL stream. There's going to be thousands of people watching from the Dabbleverse at the Stand New York. But I think Stansel's going to stream and Gino's going to be there.
What do you think's going to happen? Give me your predictions. Doodle, I know you know about the Dabbleverse. You're Dabbler too. What do you think? What do you think's going to happen? You think Ray's going to get nervous? Do you think he's going to call cops? Do you think maybe Ray's going to get pissed off and just beat the shit out of Stevie Lou? Like, anything happen? I mean, Ray, he's got that retard strength. You tell me.
I don't think much is going to happen at the actual event, but I think the IRDS is cooking up something to be released that day on YouTube for all the fans.
Ooh.
A little documentary video of that he might be more into. So we'll see. I mean, who knows? I don't think that guy's going to be there. The guy the nunchuck guy, Kenyatta Bryant. But we'll see. So I guess that's all I got really going. And then me and Mira we had taken a couple weeks off. We'd switched up schedule, but we'll get back on it. We'll be doing shows this week. I'm sure. I don't know if we have a new one booked, but we'll get someone booked and probably have a comedian or two on. I know we're gonna have Dan Filato coming up soon, so he's a showbiz guy. Artie Lang.
Antonio Bryant?
Who?
Oh, no, I'm saying Antonio Brown. My bad.
He wants bread, bro.
How much?
I don't know. I didn't even start negotiating yet because I was speculating he probably wants at least a few G's.
Oh yeah.
And he's blowing up on Twitter right now. Have you seen this new thing?
With Caitlin Clark?
Well, that, and then he's got this new thing every day his post.
No.
So every day he does. I won't even say it, but yeah, just follow AB84.
Okay.
Former wide receiver, just because I don't think it's offensive, but you never know with Twitter. But he has of the day but a term for white people and then a term for black people, and he posts one every day. Like, this is the of the day, and it's like it's hilarious. Like, the people, like Trump was the one for the black dude of the day. It was Trump one day. And, it's always like it's comedy basically. He's become like a meme troll, like Twitter
KB?
account. No, AB.
No, but like KB, like a mean curmudgeon.
No, I meant meme. Like, he posts funny
meme.
memes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. He's like a meme account now. He's posting funny memes all the time, and he's doing that CTESPN thing. So yeah, so we'll see, but yeah, we'll touch base tomorrow. We'll probably be back. Man. So you guys, if you're watching, subscribe. We'll be doing more of this, and I think the Stuttering John stuff will be good because we know him more. And from what I had seen, yeah, he's it just looked so foolish of his
it's
ways,
great. I like watching. It's about an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm not writing Elisa, but like, she does really good. Like, you can tell she's polished. She knows how to like kind of deal with the media and things like that. And like, John is trying to pretend to be Howard Stearns and asking the stupid ass questions, like just like get under the skin and be nasty and stuff like that. And he's like playing that game, and he's not Howard, and you just can't be somebody. You know what I mean? And, it's so frustrating. But the best part about it is Gonzo. Oh my God, Gonzo shitcog. You know what I'm talking about, Gonzo?
I know he's a chatter, and yeah, John.
he was like a Howard Stern's guy, and he knows Elisa. Elisa actually connected me with Gonzo, and he goes after John, asking him like personal questions, like the kind of questions that John doesn't answer. He'll kick you off his stream for, but because she called him in, he got it in. Oh, it was so fucking great, dude.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, that'll be tomorrow, man. I got to get us all pumped up for that. So sorry for not coming in with a little bit more for you guys, but I wanted to get the Melissa stuff out of the way because it was just too funny. And then we'll get to
wild.
We'll get to the John stuff next time. Chow, definitely don't go away, but let me say goodbye to these people, and we'll chat here very shortly. Thank you very much again for popping in, Dr. Chow. You are the man, as always, doing a fantastic job. Couldn't do this without you. Thank you very much.
Cheers, brother.
Hell yeah. All right, you guys. And again, thank you very much for coming out. I appreciate all of you. Dude, you came late. I know MLC was doing their thing. I would have watched them too. I don't blame you. Wooza waiting for me. Just check the beginning of your Melissa segment. Of course, you again left out the part with Melissa alongside Planet. So I asked 2 or 3 people about this thing, about what was going on with it, but no one told me. So if you could get it to me, Wooza wait for me, I'd be all about putting that in there because it did seem like a setup as it was going through. So I'm sorry. I did want to put that out there. I'm not a simp. Sometimes, though. If you're nice to me, I'll simp. But regardless, thank you all for coming out, hanging out with us. You guys rock. Appreciate it. Can't do without you guys either. This has been a wild ride. The last 3 weeks have just been stupid. But just love you guys. And we'll see you. Let's do this thing again tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier as well. I'll go get you guys out some notifications. And like I said, maybe the Shirley guy will come out. I don't know. I don't want to jinx myself, but it would rock. You guys have a great night. Mystic Dan won the 150th run for the Roses. If you guys are into the whole sports thing, have a great night.